it's hard for me to be in a good marriage. Luckily, I married a serious alpha male who's older than I am, but it's hard to get along with him, and it's really painful.
Hey, Ann, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse. It's an honor to speak with you today.
Thank you, Ann. I appreciate your call.
So I'm sad I missed the women's forum. I didn't know that was yesterday, but I was
Oh
listening to
my God, it was
the.
deep.
Yes, next time I'll be sure to attend.
Right on.
But yeah, I am working on myself. I come from a very damaged family, and have generational curses from the women. And my mom and I are pretty close. I actually sent her your talk about the summation was a lot of things are the lady's fault. And my dad wasn't around because they didn't get along and things like that. But it's hard for me to be in a good marriage. Luckily, I married a serious alpha male who's older than I am. But it's hard to get along with him, and it's really painful. And I was wondering if you could give me some advice on that.
And why is it hard for you to get along with him?
I'm not sure. Maybe because he is so masculine. He was in the military, and he's very competent as a leader. He's worked for some big companies, and I come from a long history of like black women who were divorced, and he's white, so he doesn't know that kind of dynamic. I don't know exactly.
Yeah. And there's something in you that want to destroy the masculinity in him, the strength?
It's possible. I mean, subconsciously, even though I really adore that about him, it's just hard to get along.
Have you forgiven your mother yet?
Yes, I have.
You told her?
She actually,
No.
yes, and I did tell her that, yeah. And I actually sent her your talk, so we talked about that. I forgave her for not having my dad around, and we openly talk about it. And also, I try to have a relationship with my father now.
When you went to her, what did you say when you forgave her?
I said, I understand it was hard for you, and you didn't know, and you didn't have a good example yourself. Her dad died when she was young of a heart attack. So it's hard for her to model behavior that she doesn't know anything about.
And how did she deal with you forgiving her?
She was really appreciative.
Yeah.
And she still has her own issues that she has to deal with as well, and coming along slowly. But
And so have you forgiven your father for not being there to protect you from her?
I did talk to him about that, and just say like, hey, I know that you wanted to be there, and there were circumstances that prevented you. You guys didn't get along, and he was also an alcoholic. So she thought it was a danger to me. But yeah, like we try to have a relationship now.
With your father?
Yes.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
No, I'm not.
And why not?
Well, I just found out about it today.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay. Well, start
yes.
doing that. So now that you've gone and forgiven, God can bring you out of your thoughts. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. And so when that pull comes to go against your husband like that, to try to destroy him, I want you to realize that it's not you per se, it's not you, but it's the spirit of evil that hates the man. And it dwells in your thoughts and emotion, right? And it hates the man because he's created in the image of God, and it want to work through you to destroy him. But he'll make you think, the spirit of evil will make you think that is you, and it's really not. So you want to start doing the silent prayer so you can stop identifying with thoughts and feelings, and eventually that will be taken away from you, and you and your husband can have a marriage that will last until death do you part.
I like that. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so just stop calling anger you, uh, jealousy and revenge and all that. It's not you. Those are evil spirits that made a home in you when your mother turned you away from your father.
Makes sense.
What
Yes,
does
I have a lot of bad thoughts all the time, and I
yeah?
think I try to get rid of it, but it's hard.
You can't, and the reason it's hard to do it because of yourself. You cannot get rid of thoughts. They are
Right.
spirits that made a home in you, and they live in your mind and body, but they're not you. It's not you at all. And the problem is you've been thinking all your life that they were you and there was something you
Mhm.
could do about it, but you can't. You just have to see it. And seeing it, those thoughts and feelings, and being aware of them without calling them you will destroy them. They will have to leave your body and go make a home in someone else because evil spirits live in human beings.
So I believe it. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
How does your husband deal with you when you're acting that way?
He's a very strong man. He's totally unfazed. It's a God's blessing. He doesn't even acknowledge it.
Oh,
He's
nice.
strong. He's strong.
That must really tick you off when he doesn't even acknowledge it.
Sometimes, yes.
Because the
But
devil,
he loves me dearly.
the devil need the acknowledgement. It needs you. It needs either you to overreact to it in your mind and body, or it needs somebody else to overreact to whatever you're trying to do to them, so the devil can get a false sense of life. It hates it when it can't get the person or you to overreact to it.
Oh, that's really awesome. I like that.
Amazing, huh?
Thank you.
So stop calling it you. Watch it. Do you have kids?
Oh, yes, we do. We have lovely, beautiful children.
Oh, well, be careful because you pass that spirit on to the children. And just
Yes.
as your mother passed it on to you, you'll pass it on to the children and you'll destroy his children.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear, because I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, because if you have anger, you don't have patience because you have no love. Anyone that has anger has no love. And so kids have a lot of energy and a lot of demands and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
you don't want to pass that lack of patience onto them, and which is not love. And you want them to be close to the father, so make sure that you don't deliberately turn them away from their fathers.
No, never, never. Yes.
I wish you well, and
Yes, thank you. I'll join you on Thursday. Thank you so much, sir.
you're welcome. And the meeting for the ladies is the third Thursday of every month, and for the men, it's the first Thursday of the month.
Okay, I'll be there. Thank you, sir.
Right on. I wish you well. Let me know how it goes.
Yes, will do.
Uh,
Thank you, Jesse.
all right.